For real, point in time in my life, I had nothing to my name. I had like $20 to my name, and through a lot of hard work and studying, researching, and seeking, I made a lot of money. So let's get straight into it. With this method, I was able to make, I'm not going to lie to you, I think I'm being a little humble with the number, but I made at least 50,000 doing this method. Started giving out money to, I guess you could say, strangers, but obviously I make sure that I secure myself through contracts and due diligence and things like that. It is what it ain't. It's your boy Carlton with another video for anything, everything, where I talk about anything I want and everything that's on my mind. Today, I'm giving you guys a way to make some money. One thing that I will do on this channel is show you guys a way to make some money. If you guys don't know a little bit about my backstory, Lord have mercy, I'm about to cry just thinking about it. I'm about to cry. But no, for real, point in time in my life, I had nothing to my name. I had like $20 to my name, and through a lot of hard work and studying, researching, and seeking, I made a lot of money. So now, based off the things that I learned, I will gladly share them on this channel to help other people that obviously probably wasn't in the same predicament as me, to, you know, push them in the corner to make them think like me, but they're still struggling. They still need some help. So what we're not going to do is compare struggles. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to say, oh, just because I'm an immigrant and you're a citizen that I'm better than you, or I guess quote unquote had it worse than you, because I don't know your backstory, you don't know mine. But what we can do for each other is help each other out and hold each other accountable. So let's get straight into it. With this method, I was able to make, I'm not going to lie to you, I think I'm being a little humble with the number, but I made at least 50,000 doing this method. So, and it was majority between family and friends. I recently started giving out money to, I guess you could say, strangers, but obviously I make sure that I secure myself through contracts and due diligence and things like that. But I just want to give you guys the basics of it from this video. In this video, I'll be talking to you guys about P2P lending. What is P2P lending? The letter P, the number 2, the letter P. Lending. What does it mean? It means peer to peer. All it means is a friend lending money to another friend, and that money has to be paid back. I promise you, that's as simple as I can put it. That's as simple as it is. Now, when doing P2P lending and you want to kind of structure it as a business, number one, you want to make sure that this person is reliable and trustworthy. This is why when you go to a check cashing place that offer payday loans and things like that, them people is not going to give you no money unless you got a W-2, pay stubs to show them. They want to see the pay stubs. They want to make sure that you're getting paid. So anybody that you see is asking you for money, you want to make sure that they're getting paid, that they have some sort of way of giving you your money back. And if you're not all the way secure, get collateral. If you're giving out $500 to someone and you charging them, I don't know, $800 back, you're making $300 on top. You tell them, all right, I'm not too sure that you're going to be trustworthy with this loan. Give me your PS5. Now it's gonna really see if they really want this loan, or if they trust themselves, they'll give you some type of collateral. If they know they're not going to try to run off on but you need to ensure and secure your safety, because I have lost out on money doing this. One time, how much I gave out? I think I gave out around 10,000. I was supposed to get back, I think like 15,000. I got 5,000 back, and the other 5,000 the rest of the payments they defaulted on. So I have lost money doing this, but I made a ton of money doing it. Another thing that you want to ensure when you're doing P2P lending is a contract. You guys see it on civil court all the time, where friends suing friends, family suing family. When you're doing something like this, it may come to that. I heard this new thing called ChatGPT. I haven't looked into it, but I'm hearing that this little AI thing is making contracts out of thin air, because I guess it has all this knowledge, or whatever the case may be. So I guess you can use that to your benefit. Or you can go through a lawyer if you're willing to go through those hoops. But you want to make sure you have a contract stating what's going on, etc., etc. Another thing you want to make sure when you're P2P lending is not giving out too much money that you cannot sustain. Put myself in this bind before, where at a point in time I only had like 30,000 and I lent out like 25,000. Don't get me wrong, I made the money back, but for that period of time, it got real tricky to where I started having to ask other people for money because I had a whole bunch of bills coming up that I couldn't, pay off. So when you're P2P lending, I would say start off small and then build up from there. So whether it's like $500 for $750, or I don't know, $1,000, it really depends on what your pockets is looking like. Last but not least, you want to make sure the deal is worth it. If your friend comes to you and say, hey, let me borrow $500, I'll give you $600 next month. Waiting a whole 30 days is not worth $100. And not only that, but you also take the risk of them not paying you back. So you about to risk $500 for $100 of $500 that you might even get back. So every time anybody come and ask me for money, I always let them know, hey, if I'm going to do this deal, it has to be worth it for me. I'm not saying that I'm going to charge you 100% interest, but what I am saying is, depending on how long this loan is for, best believe I want to make sure that if I make my money back, it's worth it for me. And you want to make sure it's the same thing for you. Like I said, obviously you want to make sure that you give them something that's within their reach, that they will be able to pay you back, but at the same time you want to make sure that you're making some sort of profit that is worth it for you. Me personally, if I'm giving out $500 for a month, I want at least in a month, I want at least $800, maybe $850. To be honest, that's just me. If they're willing to take it and they have collateral, I'll take that collateral. If they don't pay it, that collateral gets sold. Listen, everybody needs a loan. Everybody is playing catch up with their bills. So doing this is fairly easy. And other companies that have things like this is more so, what's these people? MCAs. MCAs is a little bit more hardcore. MCA stands for Merchant Cash Advance. Those type of people, they will make you sign a contract that not only sells your soul, but makes you put your bank account on the contract so they can not even ask you for you to send the money back. They just automatically take the money out from your bank account through ACH. And dumb people get down. Them people get down and dirty. Like, the interest rate they charge people is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I would not, if any MCA company comes to you promising you a ton of money, turn and run the other way. Trust me, you do not want to deal with these people. But if you're doing it, you just want to make sure that you're being fair and that you're also making something good enough for you. That's P2P lending, and as simple as it is, trust me, if you do your due diligence, make sure that person's able to pay you back, you can make a ton of money doing this all off of back ends. So thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know in the comment section how much you're willing to give out to friends or family, and if you're willing to even do something like this. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. See you next time. Peace.